Hi everybody, welcome back to A Glittery Life. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're joining me today. I want to say hi to all of the new subscribers, hi to all my old subscribers, and this is going to be a really fun video, at least to film. We'll see if it's a fun video to watch. But I recently asked if you had any questions about me, and if you did, you could leave it in the comments of one of my videos. I had no idea how many questions you guys had about me. I really did not know that you even thought about my life or thought it would be interesting. So I was really overwhelmed and surprised by all of the questions. So I'm gonna just take a stab at answering some of them. Obviously, I'm not gonna be able to answer all of them. That would be crazy. That would be like a 4-hour video. So I am going to, let's answer some questions. Okay. This is from Amber Heater. What's up, girl? She says, girl, I have been watching you since you started and before when you would guest star on Cassie's channel. It was so great to see your sub number grow and grow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That is all because of you guys, and it seriously is amazing. Thank you. I would like to know anything more about you that you will share. Do you plan on getting married and having kids? And do you plan on staying in LA if you do? I definitely plan on getting married. I would certainly like to marry Guillermo. We'll see if I can convince him to marry me. As for kids, I don't know. That's a big question mark. You know, I don't know. I'm not sure. I am a little bit like on the fence with kids. I would, if I married somebody who was like, I really want kids, I would have kids. But I don't really have like a thing inside of me that's like, have babies, have babies. I have spent a lot of time kind of raising other people's children, and I have some people in my life that I count like they're my kids. They're grown-ups, not grown-ups, but they're older, like they're, you know, young adults, and I feel like they're my kids. And I'm the best auntie ever. And as far as staying in LA, you know, I'm about to hit my 2-year anniversary here in Los Angeles, and I'm so thankful that I live here. I love it. It's the hardest thing I've ever done. It's hard every day, I'm not gonna lie, but I love it, and I'll stay here indefinitely. Great question. There was a lot of questions about my hair, and I'm not surprised. It's kind of fading, interesting. It's an interesting way that it's kind of like fading out. It's lost a little bit of that like vibrant craziness to it, and it looks a little bit kind of like toned down now. So, but let's see. Kylie Ramsey. Okay, wait a second. So, okay, let's see. Danica Michaela, what's up, girl? First thing first, your hair is absolutely, in all caps, stunning. Thank you so much. Was it hard to dye it? Okay, listen, my hairdresser, Jolie, props to her. She's incredible. She's a hair color specialist. And she had to take, you guys know how dark my hair is. And she had to lift all of the color out of my hair. Turned it this awful, horrific yellow color. I'll insert a picture right now so you can see what it looked like in the process. And then she had to deposit this color back into it. So I'm pretty sure she used Pravana, like mixed some colors with that line to get this color. So trying to get the raspberry, like the perfect raspberry, not too red, not too purple is a little bit difficult. And I think we're still not quite there, but we'll see next round if we can get a little bit more kind of that deeper raspberry. But it was a process. It took like 5 or 6 hours. It's a long time. And it's going to be awful to maintain. My hairdresser lives in Northern California. I live in LA. Like, it's gonna be horrible. My roots are already growing out. You can already see my gray hair. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know that I'll have this hair color for long. I'll just say that much. My other hair was really easy to maintain. I had a lot of questions about this too. I had a lot of questions about whether I was a Christian and religion and all that kind of stuff. So this is L. Miller. What's up? She says, I'm assuming this is a she, but it doesn't have a first name. So I'm new to your channel, and from the beginning of this video, it sounds like you're a Christian. So that's my question. Are you a Christian? I know these days it's always touchy to talk about religion, but I was curious because it's way cool to be a Christian in my book. And I actually commented on her question, and then, but I'll elaborate. I told her I would go more in depth in it. I am a Christian. I've been a Christian since I was 4 years old. I grew up in a Christian home. I went to a private Christian university. I spent most of my adult career as a pastor. Yeah, like a real pastor. I worked at a mega church. I worked at a very famous mega church. So there was like 35 pastors on staff. I was one of them. I've preached in front of thousands of people. Like, that crowds don't even make me nervous. I love God. Like, I definitely do not practice like a religious version of Christianity that is judgmental and awful. I practice a version of Christianity that is loving and is about the goodness of God and about miracles and just things that make you wonder, and just like God's in a good mood, you know, and he loves us, and it doesn't matter what we do, he still loves us. So that's my personal practice of Christianity. And I guess it's touchy. It's not touchy for me because it's who I am. And if that's a problem for you, then that's all right. Like, I understand. We don't have to agree on everything, but that is a huge part of my life. I'm really involved, very active in my church here in Los Angeles, and have been on a ton of different missions trips all over the world. And that's never going to change. So, and Guillermo is really active in his church. He's a worship leader at his church, and which is so cute because it's all in Spanish. And I don't know any of the Spanish words to the songs, but they sing songs that I know in English. In fact, songs that my friends have written and that are translated into Spanish. And so it's so funny. But yeah, so definitely a Christian, like mega Christian, like seriously down with Jesus. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say about that, but I'm glad, Elle Miller, that you think it's cool. I think it's really cool too. And I think everybody's on a faith journey at some level. And I don't know, this is definitely what has been actually probably the best decision of my life. I mean, like I said, I got saved when I was 4, hands down, best decision I've ever made. Okay, so Karen Gregory, what's up, lady? She says, I'm so glad I found your channel. I'm so glad you did too. I love your hair color. Thank you so much. What are some of your favorite blushes? Karen, you asked about my favorite makeup topic. I love blush. The more blush, the better. NARS makes some of my favorite blushes of all time. The NARS Bleaker blush is like holy grail status for me. And then I love MAC. I love a MAC blush all day, every day. I haven't found a MAC blush that I didn't like, that doesn't work for me. I think blush is all about finding the thing that works for your skin tone. And the good news is that you can probably make most blush work for you, just depending on how you wear it and whether you use a heavy hand or a light hand. I have really fair skin, so honestly, I haven't found a blush I can't wear. I will even wear Taj Mahal from NARS, which is, look it up. It looks crazy and it is gorgeous. I typically have more than one blush on at a time, and yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of some other holy grail blushes for me. NARS Amore. Oh my gosh, that's my deserted island blush. I should do a blush collection video for you guys. And another range of questions that I got a lot on here were about my life as a makeup artist, my career, my job, all that kind of stuff. My girl Lulu from Lulu on Beauty, she wrote like this really sweet comment, and then she goes, I kind of wonder about your makeup artist life. I would like a peek behind the scenes, how you get invited to those cool events. Do you have an agent? Seems very glamorous. It is kind of glamorous, I'm not gonna lie. It is. There are definitely points during my week or month that I go, this is a really glamorous life. How did I get here? I can't believe this is my life. Let me address like my work life, because I got a lot of questions about that. So I have a master's. So I work several days a week as a counselor, and my specialty is working on inner healing and interpersonal, like kind of life stuff, and then also relationship dynamics. So I do a lot of life consulting, coaching, and then just like straight up counseling. So I have an office that like basically a counseling practice, if you will. And so that's what I spend like kind of like a lot of my week. Well, I guess like maybe 3 days a week I try to devote to that. I have clients, and I have a lot of entertainment industry clients that I work with. And so that's kind of like part of my week. And then the other part of my week is working as a freelance makeup artist. And that's amazing. It's so fun. Sometimes you can catch me working at NARS on Melrose, freelancing there. And other times, I mean, it just depends on where the job is. I have some really exciting stuff coming up in 2015, and I'm not ready to announce that yet, but you're going to be excited for me. And yeah, I'll keep you posted on that. But It's awesome. I love it. I like both things. I obviously went to school for counseling. I didn't go to school for being a makeup artist. I just happened to I've been an artist my whole life, and I've loved makeup for a long time, and just happened to be a good makeup artist and have the right connections. This city is all about who you know, and I just happen to know the right people, and so get to work as a makeup artist. I never take it for granted. I'm really grateful. It's not easy by any stretch of the imagination, because I'm a freelance everything. So I don't have a stable paycheck that I depend on or that I can count on. I have to like hustle for everything that I do. And some days and months that's amazing, and some days and months that is real tough. Not gonna lie, but I'm just really thankful. I'm really thankful to be in the city. I'm really thankful to get to do what I do. I'm really thankful that I do both things that I do. I love helping people. I love working with people, and then I love doing makeup. And I actually really like that I work for myself. It is a little bit stressful not to have health insurance and all that kind of stuff, but honestly, the trade-off is that I don't have a really sucky boss, and I don't have to sit at somebody's desk doing who knows what all week. I get to like kind of be girl boss, and I like that. So I don't know if that answers enough of your questions about that, but we got to keep moving. So to enter this giveaway that I did, I gave you the option of asking a question about me or telling me what your favorite video that I've done is. And Lace 5D says, congrats on the 5,000. Love the giveaway. I'd like to know what your favorite video that you've ever done is. And that's a really hard one. Honestly, that's a tough question. I loved my Real Talk Tuesday series that I did early on in my channel. Those are always linked down below. It's like 8 videos, and I loved doing those. That was really fun. And a lot of you have commented that you miss those and you love those. Thank you. That means a lot to me. But I think probably some of the other, but honestly, I think probably my favorite other than that videos that I've done have been my Wayne Goss videos. One, that's how I got connected to Beautylish. Somebody asked, how did you get connected to Beautylish? It's because that, in fact, if you watched my Wayne Goss The Collection video, you actually got to witness my first connection with Beautylish, and I interviewed Nils Johnson, who is the CEO of Beautylish. I had no idea who he was at the time. I didn't even really quite know what Beautylish was. I just got invited to an event that I was smart enough to bring my camera to, and I was like, I better film this. And he was so kind and really awesome, and was kind enough to like let me interview him about the brushes. And that video Wayne watched, and which was mind-boggling to me, because that's totally my YouTube crush is Wayne Goss. I love him. And so that was a great video to do. And then I got invited to go back to the Beautylish studios when he launched his other 2 brush collections. And so I got to film with Nils again, which was so fun. We have become good friends, and that kind of really solidified our friendship and opened the door for me to do some work with them. And I just can't speak highly enough about the Beautylish family and community. I think that if you're ever looking for something to order online, go through them. They're just the best. They have the best customer service. Plus they ship everything so quickly, and it comes wrapped in this like most immaculate, cool package. So I would definitely say the Goss videos, and just knowing that Wayne watched them, and like knowing that Wayne knows who I am, like that's so crazy to me. And I got to Skype with him. Nils set it up for me to actually have like a Skype, like Wayne and I had a Skype date one time, and I just lost my mind. It was so awesome. So those are probably my favorites. Rachel Long, congratulations on all the subscribers. Thank you. I'm really contemplating starting my own channel, but I'm nervous about how I would handle any negative comments. So my question for you is, my question for you would be, how did it feel to make your first video, and what made you start a YouTube channel? Well, I already talked about that, but how did it feel to make my first video? I don't know, I was really excited. I don't have a problem talking. I don't have a problem being in front of an audience, and so I just kind of figured this was like the same thing. And it is a little bit weird. There is a learning curve to get used to talking to a camera. Like you're just sitting in your house and you're talking to yourself basically. And like I have a viewfinder so I can see myself, and I try to make sure I'm talking to the camera though and not to the viewfinder, because if I'm talking to the viewfinder it looks like this, right? So I try to make sure like I'm actually talking to you, looks like we're making eye contact, like all that stuff. But there was definitely a learning curve, but I don't know, I was really excited. And as far as the negativity, I don't get that. I don't tolerate it. I don't leave room for it. And honestly, would you mess with me? If you saw me in the street, would you come like at me with your like hate? You would not. Absolutely, you would not. I don't have anybody in my real life that treats me poorly. And so I do not and will not accept being treated poorly in cyberspace. That's just bonkers to me that people put up with it. It's crazy to me that people participate in that. Honestly, it's the lowest form of humanity, and it's absolutely disgusting to me when I see people acting like the way they do in cyber world. Unacceptable. And I think part of it is like, I just don't put up with it. I have like a zero tolerance policy. So I don't know. And I just think too, like, my worth and my value doesn't come from your comments. I love them. They are so awesome. They're so kind. And a lot of times if I'm having a hard time, like, you will say something that really like boosts me or like fills my heart. And so I appreciate that. But I don't do YouTube for validation in my life. And so your comments add to my life and they bring joy to me, but none of my self-worth and none of my views about myself come from the comments that I get that are negative or positive. And like I said, I've been really blessed and really fortunate. I mean, my channel's small, you know, I mean, so I don't think that people like waste a lot of time like hating on the small girls. Katie Lacroix, Katie Lacroix, maybe? I don't know. Lacroix. I'm gonna go with that because it sounds real fancy. Says, if you could only use one eyeshadow palette for the rest of your life, which one would you choose? And I had this question asked to me before, and the person was, or on this somewhere else in here, and the person's like, and you can't choose one of those like 150 like, you know, shadow palettes. Okay, that's fair enough. If I only could use one eyeshadow palette for the rest of my life, I don't know. That is like an impossible question. I love Naked 3. I reach for that a lot. But can I commit to that one? No. I mean, honestly, I use my MAC palettes that I have like curated. I use those a lot. Oof, gosh, girl. I don't know. I mean, in fact, I need some help. Weigh in, guys. If there's only one eyeshadow palette that you would use for the rest of your life, leave me a comment down below so I can hear your thoughts, because I don't know. I just do not know. I love this question. This is from, her subscriber name is Old Broad, but I think her name is Carolyn. Am I wrong? Am I right? She's awesome. She's been watching me forever. She always leaves comments. She goes, random question. I love your apartment, but I was wondering how large it is. Or is it really tiny? It is this big. It's the size of a Post-it stamp. I live in a studio, which is not even an apartment. It's just a space, basically. I live in an apartment complex, but I live in a studio, and it is 400 square feet. So that is tiny. Let me put it in perspective to you. The house that I lived in Northern California when I lived in Redding was about 3,800 square feet, and my master bedroom, my bedroom alone, was 400 square feet. So that puts it into perspective for you. And a lot of you always want to know how much it costs to live down here. And so I pay $1,050 a month to live in a 400 square foot studio. Yeah, I'll let that sink in for a minute. I realize that is more than a lot of your house payments, and you live in starter castles. Okay, this question is from All Things Beauty, and she said, where is your dream vacation? Honestly, my dream vacation is anywhere tropical. Well, yeah, probably. If I'm gonna go on vacation, I wanna like lay on a beach, covered in sunscreen with a huge big umbrella, reading a book, staring at the ocean, and drinking something that tastes good with my best friends. That is my ideal vacation. I try to go to Hawaii on vacation like every year, every other year, as much as I can. I love it. I love the ocean. I love the water. I like everything tropical. So my dream vacation is anywhere on an island, basically, where I can just swim and float in the ocean and drink things that taste like snow cones. Okay, this question is from Razzle Dazzle Rose. This is back to questions about being a makeup artist. She asks, what was your first makeup related job? My first makeup related job was doing people's makeup for weddings, proms, family photos, you name it. And then I had an opportunity to freelance for Benefit Cosmetics in San Francisco. I didn't live in San Francisco, but I had the opportunity to go work with them as like a guest artist, which was a lot of fun. So I did that for a brief season when I was in grad school, and the rest is history. Ingrid Gramajo, I think I don't know if I'm sorry Ingrid if I didn't get your name right, asks, what are you thankful for? And I did a whole video of products that I was thankful for recently, right around Thanksgiving. And then I spent a whole section telling you the real life stuff that I'm thankful for. So I'll link that down below so you can see what I'm thankful for. Okay, Posh Hippie says, your hair color is gorgeous. Thank you so much. It really complements your skin tone. Thank you. That's good news. She said, if you could have a different profession, what would it be? Well, if I wasn't helping people, if I wasn't working as a counselor, and I wasn't working as a makeup artist, honestly, I'd probably be a motivational speaker. I love public speaking, and I am actually good at it, which is nice. And I have the opportunity to speak at church and to teach and that kind of stuff. And I've been able to speak all over the world, and I would definitely be a motivational speaker. So yeah, I think that would be a great career for me. I just don't want to be on the road, all that. I don't want to live like that. If that is your profession, you basically live on an airplane and in a hotel room, and I'm just not into that. I'm a homebody. I like to be at home, and I love to be around my friends and family here, and I love to be around Guillermo. This is from Emily Lapin, and she says, wicked generous. I think she's talking about my giveaway. Thank you. Do you have a skincare routine? Your skin is flawless. I got a lot of questions about my skin. Thank you, by the way. I do not have a skincare routine. I'm constantly changing up my skincare routine. I'm constantly trying like new products. I hate to admit that there are occasions during the week that I go to sleep with my makeup on. It's horrible. I cringe even saying that out loud. Oh, so awful. But yeah, I don't have like a consistent makeup skincare routine. But I don't have a consistent same thing, same products routine. Like I said, I'm just always trying stuff and figuring out what works. But the best things that I have done for my skin are drinking lots of water. I wear sunscreen every day. That helps a lot. So, but yeah, I wish I had this like glamorous, awesome skincare routine to give you. I mean, I can tell you what products I'm using right now, but that's not that exciting. Sorry, that's my skincare routine. Okay, this question is from K Drac. I don't know, KJRACKE. I don't even know how to say that. She said, she asked, who are your favorite ladies to watch on YouTube? Well, my #1 favorite channel to watch on YouTube is my main boo, Wayne Goss. Love him a lot. And then honestly, I just watch girls that I know. I watch girls that I'm friends with. I watch girls that I have like some sort of like connection with. One of my favorite people to watch is Kristen Game. She's amazing. She's very knowledgeable. She really takes time to get to know products and stuff like that. And she's really real, and I can really relate to her. I love watching my girl Melissa from Honeybee Philosophy. She was actually one of the first channels that I started watching after Cassie was like, you need to get into this. I don't know how I found Melissa, but I started watching her, and she found me early on when my channel was tiny and her channel was huge, and like watched my channel. And I just remember thinking, I cannot believe she has that many subscribers and she watches my channel. I was like really blown away. Of course I watch Cassie's channel. Cassie's like my little sister, and I like that. I will take a bullet for her. I love her. Plus she does great videos, and she has the cutest, like she's a little pumpkin pie. She has such a cute personality. Right now there's a couple girls in Texas that I just really like as people, and I like their videos. So one of them is Leslie from Lip Gloss Leslie. I have been watching her since she started her channel. I actually remember when she started, she was a subscriber of mine. I'm pretty sure, if I'm getting this right, she was a subscriber of mine, and then all of a sudden she had a channel, and I remember watching her like channel from the very get-go. I could be wrong on that, but I think I'm right. And then I was recently introduced to Ashley from Texas Mommy of Boys, and I actually got to meet her when I was in Texas for the Dallas Makeup Show. She's just a riot. She's just one of those funny people. So I like her channel. She's new into the makeup world, and so she doesn't have like a lot of like preconceived like ideas about what she's supposed to like. She just tells you what she likes. Plus she's so funny, and she has like the real, like when I think about like the way a Texas girl would talk and like a Texas attitude, and a Texas accent, she is that. She's just funny and she's just sweet. Her channel like kind of just brightens my day. I'm trying to think, I don't know, I watch so many people. I literally watch so many people, but those are some channels that I really like a lot right now. So I guess that's probably enough questions. I mean, this video, I can't even tell you how long this video is gonna be, but once again, if you watch the whole thing, you are a champion, a glitter champion. So you guys are amazing. I'm sorry if I didn't answer your question, but I appreciated all of them, and I hope you have an awesome day. Mwah.